My name's Tess. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I'm here for mould illness and chronic inflammatory response syndrome. A huge issue for me coming to Neomed was my gut healing. So the therapies that I've really enjoyed the most are the enemas and also colonics. And they've really helped just, detox, get all of the parasites and everything out of my system. One thing I've learnt from being here is until everything, all the toxic stuff is cleared out, it's hard for all the good supplements and good food and everything to take effect in your body. Yeah, it was a long sort of journey leading up to this point. I became quite unwell when I was around 11 years old, and I was sort of able to push down the symptoms, ignore them. But in 2020, I became so sick, I just couldn't ignore it anymore. I had chronic fatigue. My gastrointestinal issues were at their worst, brain fog. I was unable to work and pretty much bedridden. And it was quite confusing. I was just getting sicker and sicker, and I wasn't really sure why. I have an amazing naturopath in Melbourne who helped diagnose me with mould illness. And it was from there that I really delved into what it was and was trying to get better. And she had mentioned Neomed, and at the time coming to Cyprus, the idea of it was a bit overwhelming to me, but after a couple of years of doing therapies at home, I was seeing improvement, but I sort of got to a point where I wasn't getting that I sort of needed some deep intervention, and I think that's when I decided to come to Neomed, to just come here for 6 weeks and just immerse myself in all the treatments, and I'm so glad I did. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot more refreshed, and I'm seeing like glimpses of back to how I was, which I thought I'd lost that part of me, a playful side and a really optimistic person. I've sort of lost that along the way, and I've noticed slowly but surely my personality's coming back, which has been really incredible. The first few weeks were quite challenging with all of the detoxing, and especially with the gallbladder and liver flushes. I did a few of them, and that brought out a lot of sort of emotions that I'd kept in throughout the past few years, and I have learnt that a lot of emotions are stored in the gallbladder and liver, so that made sense. Yeah, but I think from doing all the cleansing, I noticed sort of in week 4, I really started to feel a lot lighter and cleansed, and like things were shifting. Initially, I was going to come to Neomed for 4 weeks, and I was just going to play it by ear when I got here. But when I arrived, I just knew it was where I needed to be, and I thought immediately that I'll stay for the 6 weeks, because I really wanted to implement all the things that I was doing, all the therapies, and really let my body have time to for it all to sink in. So yeah, 6 weeks was a perfect amount of time for me. When I arrived at Neomed, I immediately knew that the staff were just so welcoming and very attentive and accommodating. I just felt very comfortable, because it was quite nerve-wracking coming all the way here, leaving family and friends to have this treatment, and I just felt at home the whole time. I've always been there to answer questions and answer any queries I have, and yeah, the staff are just fantastic. Like there's a sense of humour, everyone's always laughing, and they're very attentive, and I can really tell that everyone really loves what they do and they care about each person. I can see it in the questions they ask and the feedback they give. And I've noticed too that while I've been here in the 6 weeks, Neomed has attracted a lot of like-minded people. Everyone has been so open about their journeys, which is something that at home, it was hard to find people who have been through something similar to myself. So it was really refreshing meeting people who were so open. And I think that has been a really great part of the healing journey too, to be able to just talk freely with people and, you know, talk about good things, bad things that are happening, and yeah. Yeah, I would definitely recommend Neomed to anyone who's struggling with chronic illness. The programs, when you get here, they're tailored to individuals, so the team really look at your case and will, you know, recommend therapies that will suit you best. Yeah, it's really, I feel like Neomed's given me hope for my future, and I just feel excited for the first time to leave here. And I know there's still work to be done, but you know, I have the tools now. Before I felt a bit lost, and I feel I have all the tools to just keep going, and I'm excited.